Hello and welcome back to MPE 2023 in Berlin. I'm Hannah Wallace and joining us now in the studio is Kirsty Morris from Barclaycard Payments. Kirsty, great to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's lovely to see you.
Really good to have you on, and we're talking about customer experience investment, a really big topic at MPE and at the heart of a lot of discussions and indeed decisions as well. And I want to dive straight in and ask how can businesses harness customer data to gain better engagement? Let's start there.
Yeah, well, it is a big topic, isn't it? And I've already heard so much talk of it. I think over the next couple of days we're going to hear a lot more. I think the customer experience isn't just one thing, but the question you ask is really the key. It's data and insight. Customer experience is about a personalised service that works for you, works for me. And that might not be the same. Mm-hmm. So actually using data and insight to really work out how do I offer that in a retail environment, that's the absolute key to it.
Yeah, and I think one of those challenges and what's front of mind is keeping those customers loyal, isn't it? So how do you go about doing that and providing a great experience?
Yeah, I mean, it's the reality, isn't it, that retail's got more cutthroats than ever. And actually, sometimes it's not even the price that really drives loyalty. It might not even be rewards. It could be the way in which a company goes about actually getting their goods. You know, sustainability is a really important point, actually. And customers have a huge loyalty to brands that are really, really clear on their own ESG agenda. So I think it's, loyalty is about personalisation. And it kind of goes back to data and even more importantly, insight off the data. So actually, how do I embrace loyalty programs? How do I use a loyalty scheme? It all comes back to what's the right loyalty scheme for me versus the right loyalty scheme for you.
And none of this is possible without the technology, of course. So how important is technology in that customer engagement strategy? And how can businesses make sure that they're investing in it the right way?
Well, look, I think technology is terrifying, if you want the truth. I think there is so much technology, and again, we're going to hear about so much of it over the next few days. There's fantastic technology, but actually for retailers particularly, trying to figure out how they invest and the choices they make is really tough. And our recommendation, our advice continually is thinking about the end-to-end customer. What's the experience all the way through? How does technology either hinder that or help that? And the choices are vast. And actually the real secret is, again, understanding what it is you're trying to achieve end to end and make sure you make the right choices, which can be really, really tough for retailers right now.
Yeah, and linked in with that is the importance of partnerships, isn't it? Making these right choices. So why is choosing the right partner so important? We'll touch on that. But also, how can Barclaycard Payments make the payments of their customers' lives easier? What about that?
Well, you're right, partnerships is where it's at, I think, is the truth, because no one organisation can do everything, right? You can buy products and you can buy widgets and you can buy gizmos and gadgets, but the partnership and having the right partner to take you through that process will absolutely be, I think, the key to success, particularly in the retail space with, omni e-com and the explosion still of bricks and mortar and shopping differently in store as well. And at Barclaycard Payments, that's really what we're trying to achieve. We're not silly, we don't think we can do everything for everybody, but what we do have is an incredible network of partners, many of which are here today as well. And so we work with our partners to try and make sure that we can help our clients on that journey, but more importantly, their customers have a great experience because we share many customers with them.
We hear you loud and clear, stronger together, and some good advice weaved in there as well, Kirsty. So thank you very much for sharing your insights today. I'll let you get back to the busy event.
Thank you.
But a pleasure, thank you.
Thanks for having me.